Welcome back to yet another exciting episode of Abroad Talk Show with Noreen. So today we have the on-the-spot admission event for the University of Europe for Applied Sciences right here at Study Square. And I'm going to have a moment with Miss Mabel Manalang. She's the manager of admissions of UE. So welcome to Nepal, ma'am.
Thank you.
So how's it here? How was the earthquake yesterday?
Frightening, scary. I had a sleepless night, but I'm okay. I'm good. Nepal is just like my country, very much like my country. When I reached your airport, I was taken aback by how people here look, because they look Filipino. Very Filipino.
Right.
Even our color, our complexion is on the lighter side.
It is, yeah.
So I like.
So you feel at home?
Not really, because I miss my family.
Right. But we'll be your family for now.
Yeah.
All right.
Just until 5 p.m.
Exactly. Okay, so that sounds nice, ma'am. I'm really glad to hear that, you feel comfortable here, and hopefully the rest of the days will also stay the same for you. So now, without further ado, I have a few questions prepared for you. So let's get started.
Shoot it.
All right. So I'm going to shoot the first question at you, ma'am. Okay, so UE has been ranked as one of the top 10 business faculties in Germany. So what other factors make it one of the best in the country?
Okay, for one, UE is a recognized university.
Right.
We are in the Brandenburg, and we are really compliant with the education requirements of the ministry, the admission requirements of the ministry. That said, it only means that students are secured with our accreditation and with our recognition. We have such a stringent process when it comes to admission. We just don't accept anybody. We filter our students to make sure that the quality of education, the standard of education we give is at par with the rest of the world. Not really at par, but above expectations.
That's nice. All right, so speaking of the recognition, accreditations, we also got to know that you have 4 campuses in Germany and 1 in Dubai, right? So, ma'am, could you give us a brief on, how that helps students get this global education?
For one, the different campuses, they specialize in certain programs.
Okay.
And for the international students, I would say that the population is really diverse.
Right.
I've been in the 3 campuses in Germany, and I can see that no one would, feel behind, or no one would miss home.
Okay.
At least that terribly. I know that the family is not there, but every student would find someone of their own color, of their own race. So, that support system alone makes it more enjoyable for them to study.
Very welcoming environment, right?
Yes. Very diverse, but somehow, if you're a Nepali, I'm sure you'll find a Nepali, not just one, but you'll find Nepalese in whatever campus you are assigned in.
Oh, that's nice.
And for me, that's a big support system, which is needed, very much needed by international students. It's not just about the academics.
True.
Enjoying things while learning is something.
Right. That's what adds to your experience, right?
Yes.
You're seeking higher education abroad. So again, while I was researching about UE, I learned that they have small class sizes, around 25 to 30 students, right?
Correct.
So that is very unlike our education environment in some Asian countries like Nepal and India, I can say. So, we usually have classes that are crammed with students, big classes, and just one, teacher over there. So how does that affect the education of an individual, if you could, highlight the differences, right?
The learning experience in a small class is much different because, you get individualized teaching.
Right.
Okay. In a big class, we also have that problem in my country. In a big class, the professor would only notice what? The brightest
students.
and the dullest.
True.
In between, you won't matter. And
Right.
you won't even register in a professor's mind.
True.
Here in a small class, aside from individualized kind of teaching individualized approach of teaching, the professor knows exactly what each student is going through.
Right.
Is he struggling? Is he good at this? Is he challenged on this topic or on this subject? Then the professor can very well walk through with the student.
Right. That allows the professor to give a very personalized approach
Yes.
as well. Okay, so yeah, that sounds nice. So I don't think South Asian students who come from such a background that they've been from like big classrooms. I'm sure they don't have to be scared when they go to somewhere where they have smaller classrooms with the professor's attention, right? So
Added to that, attitude and behavior of the class
right.
between students, the professor would know. Because it's such a small, such a small population.
Right. So no one is left behind.
Yes. Is someone bullying someone?
Right.
With just 25 students overseeing, I'm sure the professor would know.
Yeah, they'll always have their eyes on them.
Yes.
All right.
Correct.
Okay, so ma'am, as you mentioned earlier, so when you're studying abroad, it's not just about academics. It's about the experiences, right? Like students are excited to, maybe try new food, explore new places. So how's the, lifestyle around the campus, and are there any like cultural or student-led events that, they can look forward to?
We have clubs, okay, and we have, in each campus, you'll see we call this, it's not really a hall, but it's like a fellowship area where students can stay there, have some chit-chats.
Right.
And as far as I know, when I was there are activities, sometimes parties in those areas where students are most welcome. And the feel in the campus is not really so, what do you call this? Traditional culture. Maybe given the fact that a lot of international students are there.
Right.
So diverse, but united, I would say. Yes.
Unity and diversity.
Yes, unity in diversity.
Right.
You're right.
Okay, so that sounds exciting, right? Like
It is.
Right.
I have seen students, and there are recreational areas where there are billiards.
Oh, okay.
They can, during break time, they can enjoy that.
They can really unwind after the lectures, right? So yeah, I'm sure students of course, you're there to study, but you can always have fun as well, right?
Yes.
It goes hand in hand.
Correct. Education should not be a punishment after.
Exactly. That's really nice. I really like how you worded it. All right, so moving on, ma'am. Now UE boasts a very high graduate employment rate of 93%.
That's
right? Yeah, very high. And so, how does the university ensure that it's specifically that the international students succeed, considering the very competitive job market?
We have really hands-on support, the support team, student support team,
Right.
where coaching is done.
Okay.
Even while a student, while as a working student, because international students are allowed 20 hours to work in a week. So from that point to the point they graduate and look for jobs, they are coached and they are guided.
Okay.
They do have counseling sessions. You can approach the support team, the student support or the student services about your CV, your resume. They can assist you on how to create a strong one. They can have mock interviews with you, employment interviews. So, every step of the way you're guided and you are supported.
Right. That's amazing again. Like every student, I'm after they study, now that's not the only thing they are there for, right? They want to get jobs, good jobs in that sense. So considering that UE really supports them in every step of the way, that's very reassuring to not just the students, even their parents.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
All right. So now, again, ma'am, talking about employment, students who want to, work after their graduation in Germany. So how does the university help them with that, and does the university also help them with the visa processing, work visa processing?
We do have a visa support system, okay, and but I can't talk really much about it. I'm so sorry, because
no, that's okay.
What kind of support, the specifics, I mean, I have that's beyond my scope. But what I am definite about is they do assist students.
All right. Again, so I don't think there's any stress. No, that's okay. We can cut that part.
Okay.
All right. So one final question, and a major concern among students is study gaps, right? So how much of a study gap is acceptable and justifiable? If you could give us a brief on that.
From the point of view of admissions, I think this is my turf.
Right.
We don't look at study gaps.
Oh, okay.
As long as we can see in your transcript of records, your mark sheet, that you've completed your bachelor's or you've completed your high school or whatsoever. That's fine.
Oh, okay.
That's fine.
Right.
Unlike with other universities where student gaps must be explained and must be justified, here in UNU.
Oh, okay.
We understand that there are, unavoidable circumstances that may lead to study gaps. As long as we can see that you've completed your course, be it in high school or be it in the bachelor's, that's fine. That's not a problem at all.
Oh, that's very sweet of UE actually. Because again, most of the students from our country who are looking to study abroad, there's a lot that goes into that decision, right? So even that can cause a study gap. So it's very appreciable that UE understands that and is willing to help out those students.
Definitely.
Right? Okay, so thank you so much for your time.
Thank you also,
That was all the questions I have for you. And I'm sure all of our viewers are going to learn a lot from your insights. Thank you so much.
Hope so. Okay.
And we'll be really happy if you come again to Nepal and at study tour.
As long as there's no earthquake, that's
definitely.
fine.
Right.
Okay.
All right, so thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.